Okay, so I'm starting a follow-up video where, as you can see, I'm wearing the same shirt, and I decided to talk about Derek Savage because I was there when YMS first reviewed Cool Cat Saves the Kids and was one of the most embarrassingly hilarious things I had ever seen. Like, even as a furry, I find it the most embarrassing thing possible. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it must take some type of guts to do something like that, even if, especially if you're not into the furry community. Obviously, Derek knows what it is, but he's not associating himself with it. He just wants something at kids' entertainment. We all know the flaws with Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Like, he doesn't know how to make. He doesn't have a good film crew. He can't get good performances out of his actors. He's a terrible writer. Like, everything you can imagine that goes into terrible movies. However, it's still a success. It still has its fans just because it's one of those very funny, unintentionally. So it's a delight. It's something that I want to get someday. I might even get like all three cuts of the movie just because there's a first cut, a second cut, and a third cut. Wait, no. The original shorts, the first cut of Cool Cat Saves the Kids, the second cut, which I don't even think he sells anymore. Or maybe he doesn't sell the first one anymore, that makes sense. And then the Kid Superhero cut. And I've heard that the gun safety video is. It could be enjoyable, but YMS didn't. And like he pulled the plug on making a video on it just after he watched the movie himself. However, with this new controversy with these false copyright claims, I am going on a limb and saying that I don't think he's gonna win. I hope he doesn't win. Ryan should like keep fighting the claim and they should go away. Because unlike IHE, which is kind of debatable, only somewhat. With this is completely false. There's no clips being used in the whole thing. Like somehow he thinks that Jason Johnson talking in the Cool Cat voice is enough for him to take down the video. I have a suggestion that if Derek Savage wants to really be taken seriously as a filmmaker, I want to give some advice. One, invest in a competent film crew. There are plenty of independent filmmakers that know how to use cameras. That's one thing. Maybe get an assistant director as well. Two, hire a second writer, dude. You can't write stuff. Like, get someone else to do it for you. Like, that's all my advice. If you can't do it well yourself, get someone else to help. Like, you need someone to fix this dialogue. Maybe this second director can also better direct your actors. Another thing, since Jason Johnson's gone, get something that can properly do the voice, or at least do it with charisma. Like, I don't care if the Cool Cat's voice is different, at least if it has charisma. Derek, you can't do the Cool Cat voice and have any form of charisma. I tried watching that video before it was taken down. I hated it. And I don't like to say that. I don't like saying I hate Cool Cat, but you doing that voice just does not help anything. Especially if you used Jason Johnson's footage. Like, I don't know what the point of that was. Couldn't you just use the original unedited footage of Jason's voice and turn that into something? I know you could have. But no, you wanted to tell another narrative. So, I'd love to see how that goes. Because, like, Jason making his own copyright claim against you, so you know how it feels. I mean, I saw the interviews with the partial interview with YMS about the one thing. I saw the Butch the Bully actor interview. Looks like a very nice kid. I can't figure out how old he is. If that was made in 2012 when he was 9, I'm gonna assume that he's like 16. I don't know. But that's the everything. I'm not sure how you're gonna continue Cool Cat given that all the actors have grown up now. I don't know what you're gonna do. But you're very dedicated to keep this going, which the other thing I'd suggest is try embracing your the brand of this fan base. Like, it's something that Neil Breen does. Like, Neil Breen has that special self-awareness and able to embrace everything about what he's made and why his fans like his material. I really feel like you should be doing the same, because if you did, you'd be making more money, dude. Like, I thought that in the world of business, you'd want to figure out the ways to maximize profits, because that's what I would be doing as a music nerd. If I want to make my own music, I want to figure out what sells the best while still making a good product. I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know why you'd want to sacrifice your reputation. Especially now, because this is worse than before. It really is, Derek. Like, people are willing to forgive you for 2015, but what you're doing now, 4 years later, is worse. It's way worse. Because this time there isn't even being any footage being used. And you do not own Jason Johnson's voice when he speaks. You just don't. That's not how the law works. Like, I thought you at least understand that much, but you don't. And it's one of the most upsetting things I had ever seen in terms of just something that felt so, like, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do. But I think everyone's given up in terms of trying to sway Dark Savage from one side to the other. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. The one thing I should do is eventually buy my copies of the movie, because I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen clips of the reviews and elsewhere. I really know I should, because it'll make for a great drunk movie night. And also see if my parents can withstand it. I've told them about this movie, but they've never experienced it. They've never experienced a grown man in a catsuit. And speaking of which, someone else that's infuriating, Jason Johnson was never credited for playing Cool Cat. That's just really bad. On IMDb he's credited because someone figured out who he is. But in the movie, not once is he credited. The actresses playing Mama Cat are credited. You have one doing the voice and one in a costume. Why would you credit them and not the voice of Cool Cat? Are you really scared that kids will lose interest or get upset if they figure out it's a man in a catsuit? They know, dude. Kids are not that stupid. They can tell if someone's in a catsuit. And they know about voice acting for cartoons, at least I hope most of them do. Because I remember being a child, and when I saw what voice actors for SpongeBob looked like, I didn't care. I actually appreciated it more. Seeing what they look like and how they play their characters. Like, if you ever do another remaster of the Cool Cat, put Jason Johnson's name in. Come on. I mean, Jason himself says that he could return playing Cool Cat if he's only doing the voice, and maybe he could do it in his home and send it over. And he also gave a bunch of criteria that I have talked about myself. And there's no way he's doing the school shooting thing, because I saw a tweet of his that he said that he would never do it. So that's not going to happen. And if Derek makes an entire movie where he's playing Cool Cat himself with the school shooting, I don't think I'd want to watch it. I don't think it's going to be fun. I'm trying to imagine what would be enjoyable about it, but so much of it came from Jason Johnson's crazy performance. I mean, the bully character's gone, and he was the best bad actor in the movie. I mean, I don't want to be mean to the actor who played him. I know he really tried. And when you're 9 and you try that hard, that's admirable. I blame Derek, as for everyone, because no one gives a good performance in that movie. Nobody. Not even Eric Estrada and Vivica A. Fox, despite their great experience. I'm hoping for the best with, like, this copyright thing. It's not over yet, and I'm going to be very excited when it is. I just hope that if the videos are not ever going to be on YouTube again, I just hope that they're archived somewhere. I hope someone downloaded them. I know Ryan has copies of them, but at the very least, we should have audio of it somewhere else. That's all. There isn't any more. I'm done. Good night, everyone.